NHL Flin Flon Bombers and the Melfort Mustangs here at the Whitney Forum in Flin Flon. As you can tell, no Rob Hart tonight. He decided to take the night off, but no worries. Austin Mattis in here today to bring you the call of all the action. And action indeed is what we'll get, as we have two very high-quality teams facing off against each other tonight between the Flin Flon Bombers and the Melfort Mustangs. Two Sherwood Division rivals who have really had two great games so far this season and looking to have many more. So we're definitely in for a great game today. Just looking overall at the Bombers so far this season, obviously with an outstanding record of 21-2-0, and then the Melfort Mustangs had a great start to the season. Right now they sit at 15-8, 2-0, and we're definitely in for a good matchup here. And it's going to be interesting to see, as Ryan Duguay for the Melfort Mustangs is out with a broken hand, their top scorer. And we're going to get the national anthem here, so we'll just take a quick minute to respect the national anthem. Folks, and as I was mentioning, Ryan Duguay out today for the Melfort Mustangs, their leading scorer and second leading scorer in the league right now, only second to none other than Justin Lees of the Flin Flon Bombers. So big for the Melfort Mustangs having him not play today, and also another one of their top scorers not in the lineup today, and that is going to be Zach Summers. He's out of the lineup as well today too, so going to be interesting to see how they do without two of their top scorers. Looking back at this season when these two teams have played each other, they're 1-1 against each other. The Melfort Mustangs back on September 23rd, handing the Flin Flon Bombers their first loss of the season, 2-1 in overtime here at the Whitney Forum. And then not too long ago, what it felt like on November 2nd, the Flin Flon Bombers take it to the Melfort Mustangs 5-4 here, as both teams come to the center circle here for the face-off. For the Mustangs, they got Logan Belton, David Coyle, Aiden Hutchinson, Cheese Friedmore, and Lee Olofsson here to start it off with James Venn in net. On the Bombers, it's going to be Alexi Silvestri, Jacob Vockler, Riley Niven, Colt Tanchuk, Aiden Chow, with Harmon Laser-Hume in between the pipes. Starting off quickly, Coyle has it now in the attacking zone, puts that one on behind, and goes all the way up to Friedmore. He keeps it in, goes down into the corner, behind the net now. Coming away with it is Hutchinson. Hutchinson behind the net, he hands it off. Sends that one all the way up to Olofsson. Olofsson almost loses it, goes into the stick of Harmon Laser-Hume, now back down in the corner. Aiden Chow tries to get it out of the zone, sends it all the way back to Olofsson in his own zone. And now crossing the blue line is Hutchinson. Sees the man, puts it up, can't get it there in time. That's taken away by Adam McNutt. Adam McNutt sends it up. Now Anderson with Lees, they got the 2-on-1. Lees quick wrister, that goes over top. Bounces all the way back up to Ashton Paul at the blue line. He can't hold on to it. Sends it back in right into the chest of Justin Lees as he tries to jump back over into the neutral zone there, and that's going to be an offside, so we'll get a face-off here, folks. And as I was mentioning, two times these teams have played each other. They're 1-1 so far, and it's been very close games so far. And looking back over the past 5 seasons, the Melfort Mustangs have actually had the number on the Flin Flon Bombers, winning 15-7-2 against the Flin Flon Bombers. And uh-oh, that looks like someone took a big fall there. But no call, and the refs are going to let him keep playing. That goes to McNutt. Back to Lepper at the center line, sends that one up, and going after it is Unger. Unger now behind his own net. Makes his way up into the skates of the Bombers. Now Lees pulls it away, keeps it in, tries to, now in the neutral zone. That's Anderson. Anderson over to Lepper. Lepper centering pass. Paul all alone in front, puts on a shot. That goes wide right. Tries for the rebound. Can't get there, and Venn is going to cover that one up. Venn having a great season so far, been absolutely lights out for this Melfort Mustangs team. And if we're taking a look here at the past 3 games for these teams, Flin Flon Bombers just came off a 3-game and 3-day slate against the Yorkton Terriers and Melville Millionaires and came away with 5 points, but if you were watching those games, you know they were a whole lot closer than that. Quick shot there right off the face-off by the Bombers, and that goes wide left. Now going on the rushes, Binner. Binner sends that one over, tried the glove by Harmon Laser Hume, can't get on it. Back into the neutral zone, tried to get kept in there by the Mustangs, but they can't do it. And now that's Bourgeois in his own zone. Up to Bridger, Bridger can't hold on to it. Now Thornton skating back to his own zone. Trying to get out of their own zone. Here is the Mustangs. They send that one up. Up to Shepard. Shepard now to Binner. Binner crosses the line on the attack. Now puts a man as a man in front and just loses that one. Now Bridger going the other way. Centering pass. That's to Joey Lees. Joey Lees sends that one all the way up. Ven's going to hop on top of it and send it out. Try to get kept in there, but they can't. Now Tanchuk sends that one back to Chow. Chow up to Egan. Takes a weird bounce off the side there, and we're going to get a... Ref's going to blow that one down. We'll get a face-off. And as I was mentioning, the past 3 games here for the Flin Flon Bombers, on paper looked really good. Came in with 5 out of 6 points. But if you saw those games, especially those games against Yorkton, down very quick and by a lot of goals in the first periods of those games. So hoping to see better today from the Flin Flon Bombers here in the first period. Face-off, that goes to Olofsson. Now to Eisner in the neutral zone. Crossing the center line now is Friedmore. Friedmore sends that one all the way down. Then coming away with it is Egan. Egan sends it right into the feet of Patterson. Patterson now in front, has a chance, that gets poked away. And now that's Egan, all by himself. Has 2 Melfort Mustangs on him, and he sends that one all the way back to Venn. And that's kept in there. Quick shot there by Chanchuk in front. They have a chance on the rebound, and that one's going to get covered up quickly. And as I was mentioning, James Venn been absolutely unreal for this Melfort Mustangs team. Looking at his stats, save percentage so far this season of .903 and a .281 goals against average puts him in 3rd overall in leading goalies in the league. And at number 1, none other than the Flin Flon Bombers' Harmon Laser Hume, who's a 2.12 goals against average and .926 save percentage. So 2 very high quality goaltenders here going at it here at the Whitney Forum. And now up to Hutchinson. He has the man beat. Puts on a quick shot. That goes over the shoulder there of Harmon Laser Hume. Goes all the way back to the zone of the Melfort Mustangs. And he sends that one up intended for Coyle. Can't keep onto it. McNutt sends that to Lepper. Still in their own zone. Up to Vockler. Vockler with Silvestri. Puts on a quick shot on the rebound. And great job there by the Mustangs to kick that one out. And they send it all the way back to Harmon Laser Hume. Now behind their own net is Lepper. Lepper trying to find a way out, passes it up to Vockler. He cuts down in the middle, picking up some speed with Silvestri. Silvestri in front, no one's there, and that goes wide. And now going the other way is the Mustangs. That's Hutchinson in his own zone. Hutchinson gets hit pretty hard and can't get it up. Silvestri regains possession, bobbling the puck along the scorer's table, and finally, the Bombers send it back to their own zone. Now that's Houle, the leading scoring defenseman of the league with the puck. Finally comes out from behind the net. He's picking up speed as he makes his way to center ice and rips a quick one there from the red line. And James Venn isn't going to take any chances. He's going to cover that one up. And as I was touching on before, 2 very high-quality goalies here in this matchup. 2 of the best goalies in the league. As I said, the only one who's in between them is Justin Merrick of the Battleford's North Stars. So like I said, 2 of the top goalies right now going off against each other. And right now, the goal difference between these 2 teams is actually 0, as both teams, when they played each other, only won by 1 point. And obviously, the Melfort Mustangs winning in overtime by 1 in the 1 game that they did win back on the home opener. Prusovsky tries to keep that one in and gets hit hard, but he's able to keep it in the zone. Hamilton down in the corner. He gets hit. And now Paul tries to hold on to it, but he gives it right back to the Mustangs, and the Mustangs send that one out. That's Friedmore who's going to hop on top of that one. Friedmore sends that to Norris. Norris intended to Hamilton, but he can't keep his stick on it. And now Justin Lees, the leading point scorer in the league, now gives it to Ashton Paul on the right side. Put that one, that goes wide right. Another quick shot there on the rebound. Anderson has it down in the corner. And now Paul down in the corner getting tied up. Back to Anderson. Anderson playing with it along the side. And now Paul. That one gets sent all the way back around, and Ashton Paul almost hops on top, and looks like Olofsson almost gets there in time, but not in time enough, and Friedmore is gonna come away with it. Hutchinson dumps that one down, and quick line change here for the Melfort Mustangs. And now Bridger to Olofsson. That gets picked off quickly by Unger. And now they're battling for it in the neutral zone here. Both teams trying to come away with it. And finally it's Cohen Senft, almost does, but gets stripped away by Shepard. Shepard with the quick shot there from the blue line. And that one's going to get blowed down as Harman Laser-Hume covers that one up. And as I was talking about before, the past few games here for the Flin Flon Bombers, they may have walked away with 5 points out of the 6, but some very tough games, including that 2-1 overtime loss to Melville. Only 3 losses this year for the Flin Flon Bombers, and 2 of them have been to Doug Johnson, the Melville Millionaires. So always a great time when those 2 teams play. Face off now, goes to the Mustangs. Unger from the circle. That goes off the pad, and Aiden Chow going the other way. Sends that one up to Senft. Senft dumps that down. Van's gonna cover it up as the Bombers come skating his way. Looking at the last 3 games here for the Melfort Mustangs, looking about the same, came away with 4 out of the 6 points, but huge wins over Humboldt, 5-4, and before that they split the series with them, losing 2-5 to Humboldt, so they get 2 out of the 4 points again against Humboldt, and then the very impressive win, 3-1 win over the Battleford's North Stars to take them off their 10-game win streak, and Kean Bell been absolutely tearing it up for the Battleford's North Stars. Quick centering pass there, Shepard, he dumps that one down, and Laser-Hume's gonna wait for his buddies to come grab that one. Huge stretch pass there, on the chase is Brock Mueller, but Roberts comes away with it. Now Thornton up to Eisner. Eisner can't get a stick on it. And now Harman Laser-Hume goes behind his net, waiting for Lepper. Lepper up to McNutt. McNutt tries to send that one up, and now Cohen Senft. He's picking up speed. Quick shot there at the right circle. Takes the wrister, that goes off the pads. Rebound goes to the Mustangs. And they're finally trying to get away with it in their own zone. Pass up the boards there, goes right into the hands of Lepper. Fighting for it is Patterson and Roberts, and finally Thornton's the one who ends up coming away with it. Behind his own net, feeling the pressure here from the Bombers. A relentless forecheck. Now Lepper strips it away, puts on a quick shot right into the chest of Venn. And looks like a little bit of a trip after the play. And that's gonna be Brock Mueller who took the fall, and looks like number 4, Roberts of the Melfort Mustangs, having some, I guarantee you what his kind words to say here to the Flin Flon Bombers and Matt Egan. But just to touch on what I was saying earlier is, some very impressive wins here for this Melfort Mustangs team. I'd say over the past 3 games, I think the Melfort Mustangs feeling a bit hotter than the Flin Flon Bombers if they've had some very tough starts, but as of now, shots on goal 10-4 here for the Bombers with 13-10 left. And they take a quick one from Adam McNutt right off the draw. And that's gonna get covered up, so finally, nice to see some shots on goal here for the Flin Flon Bombers. As I mentioned, those past few games was very rough starts in the first period, so nice to see them coming out strong today. And as we've mentioned before, Ryan Duguay and Zach Summers out for the Melfort Mustangs today. Quick pass up to Coyle, tries to send it across, and great strip there by Adam McNutt. That now intended for Hutchinson, he loses it. Silvestri trying to put up the moves, passes it to himself up the boards, but gets taken away. Now in their own zone, Olofsson sends that one across to Friedmore. Friedmore sends it back to Olofsson. They're gonna regroup here in their own zone. Big stretch pass there to the center line of Hutchinson, but he can't get on it. Now McNutt has it behind his own net. McNutt still has it. Gives it right to Friedmore. Friedmore from the point puts that one into the corner, looking for the lucky bounce, and it's not there, but somehow they come away with it now. Mustangs sit back up to Friedmore. And that one goes wide, recovers it now with Silvestri. Bombers feeling the pressure here, trying to get out of their own zone. Big stretch pass to Justin Lees, the leading scorer, has Silvestri trailing, and great defense there by the Mustangs to stop that centering pass. Bourgeois now, he has that one, dumps it all the way down, and that one's picked up by the Mustangs. In the corner is Friedmore battling with Lees. Lees comes away with it, but backhand off the wall, straight into the hands of the Mustangs. Hamilton loses it, now Houle. Houle trying to keep it in, he gets knocked down and going the other way. Mustangs put on a quick shot, looking for the rebound there, great job by Bourgeois to get in front of that one, he took a tumble. Now going the other way is Anderson. And Anderson tries to go on it, goes straight for the hit, and Anderson comes away with it, has a man in front, but just can't hold on to the puck. Anderson skating around, sends that up to the dot, and now going the other way is Hamilton. Hamilton loses it, Profosky comes away with it. And now Henderson bobbles the puck a bit and almost goes right into the hands of Olofsson, but James Venn is there to cover that one up. Right now, 11:21 left in this first period. Shots on goal, 11-4 here for the Flin Flon Bombers. Score still 0-0, but good to see the Flin Flon Bombers picking up some offense in this first period, something they haven't had too much of in the past few games. Hamilton makes the rush down the left side, tries to put the quick moves on Chow, and sends that pass across the point to Thornton. Thornton puts that one behind the net, looking for the weird bounce out in front. Tied up along the boards now. Profoski trying to come away with it. Up to Thornton. Keeps it in, barely. And another pass there across the blue line, and the Bombers still can't come away with it. Now tied up along the boards is Chow with Prosofsky. And finally the Bombers come away with it. I don't even see how it got out of there. And now Bridger making a rush down the left side. Puts on a quick one there right into the hands of James Venn. And looks like Roberts is going to come right after Liam Bridger after the shot on that one. I don't know what he saw that he didn't like, but Bridger was ready for it. Right now, 10:34 left in this first period. 12-4 are the shots in goal. And this Flin Flon Bombers team, I think we got to talk about it here. Number 1 team in the CJHL for the 5th week in a row now. Only 3 losses on the season, 1 regulation loss, 2 other ones have been in overtime. And as we mentioned earlier, one of them to the Melfort Mustangs, the other 2 losses to the Melville Millionaires, as the Mustangs take a tumble. Off the skate now, have a chance in front. Mueller, he gets on top of it. And the Mustangs fighting for it in their own zone. Egan's trying to come away with it, but he gets stripped away in front. Venn hops on top of that one. And as we mentioned, Venn, one of the top goaltenders in the league, really showing it right now. Taking 12 shots and really doing a great job of staying aware for those loose pucks that are just coming out in front of the net. Looking at some of the players who are not playing today for the Flin Flon Bombers: Pierce Yakimchuk, Chichu Laughlin, Reed Arbery, Anthony Piccinino, and Dawson Carroll. Anthony Piccinino, one of the top 6-7 scorers here for the Flin Flon Bombers, not playing today. And Dawson Carroll, not a huge scorer for the Flin Flon Bombers, but one of those guys who really makes a huge difference out on the ice with his physicality and with his hustle. So unfortunate not to see those guys play today, but this strong Flin Flon Bombers team obviously has lots of other guys who can get the job done today. Face-off now going to be here in the Melfort zone. And the Mustangs are going to come away with it. Sends it up, right into the hands of McNutt. McNutt keeps it in. And now Egan sends that one back up top to Lepper. Lepper tries to pass it, and that goes off the skate of Friedmore, and they're chasing him all the way back. On the chase now is Egan with Unger. Unger gets there first in his own zone. Big stretch pass up to Eisner. That gets into the hands of Lepper, and Lepper tries to send that one in, but looks like that was Brock Mueller who was caught up a little bit and just couldn't make the pass get there in time. We're going to get the offside. Looking at some of the stats for these two teams, like we mentioned, lots of high-scoring players on both of these teams. Justin Lee is currently leading the league in scoring with 38 points, and he is currently on a 7-game goal streak. So hoping to make it 8 today. Justin Lee's 22 games played, 19 goals, 19 assists, and 38 points. And Ryan Duguay, 36 points on the season, 23 games played, 19 goals and 17 assists, but unfortunately definitely not playing today. So as he has the broken hand, he's going to be out for a few weeks. Hopefully he comes back soon, but that's a huge stab to the Melfort Mustangs as they really want to have that high-scoring player in there. And then just going down the list a bit, we've got a few more Flin Flon Bombers. Alexi Silvestri at 4th in the league in scoring with 33 points. Noah Houle with 32 right behind him, the leading defenseman in scoring. And I think we got to talk about it too. Kean Bell, only 13 games played, currently at 3rd in the league in scoring. So lots of high-scoring, talented players on this Flin Flon Bombers team and on this Melfort Mustangs team. Unfortunately, Ryan Duguay and Zach Summers not playing tonight. Quick shot there from the point for the Bombers. That's from Adam McNutt, and James Venn is not taking any chances today, covering every single thing up he can with due reason. 9:39 left. And as they just showed on the Jumbotron, big congratulations to Mike Reagan on getting his 500th career regular season win as a Flin Flon Bomber. Started coaching 2007, 2008 for the Bombers, and finally, just this past Friday against the Terriers in a 3-0 comeback. Bombers come back to win 4-3, gets that 500th win. Quick stretch pass there, up to Hutchinson, has McNutt, quick shot there, great stop by Laser Hume. Went right off the elbow there, and Adam McNutt almost caught up to him and just made the good enough difference. Pass back, Silvestri, man in front, knocks that one down. And now Lepper comes away with it, trying to keep it in are the Bombers. And Niven sends that one to the corner. Silvestri sends that one back down and all the way back around. On it now is Hool down in the corner. In front has the man, goes off his feet. That's Vockler. Vockler now down in the corner. 8:48 left in this period. Cutting to the net is Paul. He goes wide left. Great opportunity there. Bourgeois puts on a quick shot there from the left point, and that goes right into the chest of James Venn. He's going to cover that one up. We'll get a face-off. 8:41 left in this first period, and finally the Flin Flon Bombers finding some offensive flow, leading the charge here with 15 shots to 5 over the Melfort Mustangs. Face-off goes to Bourgeois. He rips another quick one. That goes off the pads. And now Paul fighting with it as he has Thornton behind him. Gives that one to Anderson. Anderson chasing it in the corner and just doesn't get there in time. Now the Mustangs going the other way. Hool trying to go for it, jabbing at it along the Mustangs bench. Now Thornton for the Mustangs. Back in his own zone. They send that one up all the way up to Hamilton. Hamilton on the foot race there with Hool. He gets to it first, but he gets clobbered in the corner. And now I'm looking for the man in front. They have a chance, and it's bouncing around. Harmon Laser Hume does a great job to track it and be aware. And now finally Fabrice Bourgeois gets it in the corner for the Bombers, but he gets pushed off by the Mustangs. And trying for it in the corner, both teams. Prosofsky going for it, and finally it comes out. And that's Ashton Ball trying to chase after it. Oh, and Carter Anderson almost pokes it away, but just can't get there in time. Now Bourgeois with Lees. Bourgeois tries to give it to Lees. Stick is there by the Mustangs. And Venn yet again not taking the chance. Going to cover that one up. Shots on goal. Bombers lead at 16-6 so far in this period. 7:37 left, and both these teams doing a great job right now defensively. Flin Flon Bombers definitely have the edge right now, but despite the shots on goal, Melfort Mustangs still getting tons of great opportunities. That's kept in by Chow, now down in the corner. That's Friedmore. Friedmore tries to send that one up and get it out, and he does. That goes to Binner. Binner looking for the weird bounce off the boards, and no one's there to grab it, so Harmon Laser Hume covers it up. Harmon Laser Hume played absolutely unreal the past few games, really helping out in those huge wins over Yorkton. As I mentioned, that 500th win on Friday for Mike Reagan. Harmon Laser Hume had to come in after 6 minutes as Kenneth Marquardt had a tough time and really came in and saved the team in that game. Kenneth Marquardt, another great goalie here for the Flin Flon Bombers, but just that game, just unfortunate situations, and Harmon Laser Hume came in. Cohen Senf now on the rush here, sends it up, tries to get there, not in time, but Olofsson there to battle with it. Shepard sends that around, now Unger. Unger makes the pass to the left, making their way up. That's Day. Day loses it. And hopping on top of that one is the Bombers. Ooh, big trip there by the Mustangs, but I don't think the refs are gonna call it, so delay penalty here. And the Bombers chase after that in the corner. And that's gonna be a tripping call, finally. Bombers get a chance here on the power play. Penalty is gonna be on number 26. That's Nolan Patterson. And now this is where the Bombers really have a chance to score here with the #1 power play in the league. 25% so far on the power play. Looking at the Melfort Mustangs penalty kill, number 5th in the league right now, stopping opponents 80.7% of the time. So let's see what this strong line of Hool, Vockler, Lees, Anderson can do in front. They have a chance on the rebound. Oh, tries to get there, and he gets denied by the defenseman. Now Vockler keeps it, and he rips a quick one off the pad, looking for the rebound. No one's there. And now down to the corner, Silvestri. Silvestri sends that one to Anderson. Anderson across, Vockler now at the high slot. Quick shot there by Silvestri. That gets denied. And the Mustangs send that one all the way back to Harmon Laser Hume as they get some fresh legs. Big stretch pass there to Silvestri. Puts on a quick one right off the pads of end. And they're going to do a great job here to get that puck all the way to the other end to kill some time. 1:20 left in the power play here for the Flin Flon Bombers. Shots on goal, 19-6. And that's going to get dumped down by Justin Lees into the hands of Carter Anderson. Lees comes back away with it. And now the Bombers still maintain possession. Silvestri. Anderson, quick shot there, one-timer, they score! Power play goal by Carter Anderson with a beautiful assist there by Alexi Silvestri. And the Bombers' power play have been so strong this year, done a great job of finding those open opportunities. And when you have five of the top 10 leading scorers on your power play line, well, it's just very difficult to stop. And great job there for Alexi Silvestri to find them right there on that right circle dot for the one-timer. Have a man up, catch Melfort sleeping, and boom, a beautiful one-time goal, and just tons of shots here for the Bombers, now leading 20-6. Melfort really can't find to seem anything on offense right now, so 1-0 the Bombers now lead after the goal from Carter Anderson, assisted by Alexi Silvestri. Now the Mustangs have it in their own zone, and they try and get it out. That goes into the hands of Cole Tanchuk. Egan loses it, now Hutchinson. Unger regains possession, and off the skate there of Egan, and the Bombers are going to regain possession. That's Joey Lees. Cross pass there to Egan. Egan dumps that one down. Beautiful dump there to Brock Mueller. Has the man cutting. Joey Lees puts on a quick shot. Ooh, almost goes over the pad, but just not enough there. Now going the other way is the Mustangs. They lose that one. Now Egan. Egan to Olofsson. Olofsson puts on a little move, just dodges the hit, and Brock Mueller gets in there just in time, try to put it in front, and the Mustangs going to come away with it. Pass up intended for Thornton. He's not going to be able to grab it. And that's going to be an icing call. 4:44 left in this first period. Shots on goal, 21-6 right now. And the Melfort Mustangs really having a hard time getting any time on attack. And got to give credit to the great defense by the Flin Flon Bombers. After those games on the weekend, letting those quick goals in the first period, I'm sure Mike Reagan made them do some good skating so that wouldn't happen again. And proof is in the pudding here, as now they've only let 6 shots on goal here in the first period against this very strong Melfort team. And Bombers going to take a quick shot there from center, and James Venn going to cover that one up again, as he has been, not taking any chances today. 4:29 left in this first period, 21-6 still the shots, and going to be interesting to see what adjustments this Melfort Mustang team is going to make. Quick shot off the face-off that goes off a stick and gets redirected up high. Now Luke Lepper down in the corner, tries to send that one to his teammate, and he picks it off from the pass. And Luke Lepper somehow still maintaining possession, but Prosovsky comes away with it, fighting off 2 Bombers. That's Bridger and Lepper. But then Norris, he steals it away, right back into the hands of Lepper. Now Bridger's getting tied up by Prosovsky and Norris. And Semp tries to come away with it, but Friedmore grabs it instead. That's Olofsson. Olofsson sends it up to Profosky. And Olofsson dumps that one down. Leif Olofsson, one of the leading scorers here on this team, the Melfort Mustangs, second leading defenseman behind Noah Houle. So, as I mentioned earlier, very exciting game to watch when you got a bunch of the league's leading forwards and defensemen all playing in the same game. Very fortunate to watch this game, and just a lot of high action right now. Definitely no slow play today. Oh, and pass intended for the Melfort Mustangs, and runs into the boards. That was Binner, takes a heavy fall, and luckily they come away with that in their own zone. Having a hard time getting out of their own zone now. Great forecheck by the Bombers, and a bad pass there, goes all the way back, and Hoole's gonna hop on top of that one. The icing gets called. 21-7 are the shots on goal. 3:19 left in this first period. Bombers are looking pretty hot. No real serious, scary scoring chances here for the Melfort Mustangs, but you gotta be careful when you have guys like Leif Olofsson and Chase Friedmore. Chase Friedmore, 4th top scoring defenseman so far this year. Leif Olofsson, 2nd top scoring defenseman, 25 and 22 points. Quick shot there off the face-off by Houle. Goes off the pads, and a lot of dangerous players on this Melfort Mustangs team. Bourgeois sends that one up. He keeps it in. Now Silvestri in the corner, up to Bourgeois. Bourgeois puts on the quick shot, that gets redirected. Now Vockler from the right dot, that gets on the rebound. Looking for the man in front is Silvestri. He's behind the net. Tries to wrap it around. Almost gets it in. Now the rebound. Going the other way is the Mustangs. And a stick broken there by Day. And chasing after it is going to be McNutt. McNutt, big stretch past the Vockler. Has the man across, and that's Paul there as they get caught slow on the line change there. And boom, big hit there in the corner on Thornton, but he bounces off and stays up, but still can't get out of their own zone. Patterson to Roberts. Roberts sends that back behind the net. Still trying to find their way out of there is Thornton. After taking the big hit, he's still up and with it. There's a piece of stick on the ice. And finally back to the neutral zone. The Mustangs get out of their zone. Quick rip there by Tanchuk from just past the center line on the rebound. Tries to put on the quick backhander on the rebound. Carter Anderson looking for his second one of the day, but can't find the back of the net. 2:06 left in this first period. Shots on goal, 25-7 for the Flin Flon Bombers. And this is the Flin Flon Bomber team we're used to seeing here. A lot of shots on goal. Not too many teams outshoot them very often. And whenever they play at home, that seems to be the case, is they're really outshooting every team they play against. And as we see right now, it's very much working for them. Face off here in the Mustang zone. Now that look, Hutchinson's going to be on that face-off, but the Bombers come away with it. Chow can't keep it in. In the neutral zone, now Tanchuk sends that one up to Paul. Paul bobbles it, and it goes back into the neutral zone. And finally into the hands of Unger. Crossing center ice, puck goes all the way back behind Harmon Laserhume. And Tanchuk's going to be there to hop on top. That one's flicked all the way up, goes off one of the banners. Ref's going to blow that one down. 1:45 left in this first period. And you can just tell this Melfort Mustangs team really trying to just get the puck into the offensive zone to try and get any sort of attack, but right now they're just having a real hard time. And the Flin Flon Bombers, well, that's one of the main things they've really struggled with this year is their zone defense, but if you're the Melfort Mustangs, you can't even get into your zone. Well, I guess the Flin Flon Bombers don't have to worry about it. So Melfort Mustangs, if they're able to get some attacks here on the zone and play some zone offense, well, it could be a totally different story, but right now, trying to battle the Flin Flon Bombers in transitions just isn't going to work. And as McNutt now sends that to Lepper in their own zone. Lepper beats the one man, and that gets flicked up over the benches and all the way back to the Melfort Mustang zone. And coming up quickly is Friedmore. Friedmore passed up to the left, intended for Thornton, and just can't get there in time. Now the ref's going to call icing on that one. Looks like it was just barely icing. But the Mustangs are going to find themselves in a whole heap of trouble if they keep trying to play this transition game with the Flin Flon Bombers and try and run and gun. That is the Bombers' specialty, and what they've done great so far this year is catching you on those 2-on-1 situations. So if you're the Melfort Mustangs, you really just got to kind of settle in your zone and try and find the cracks in the Bombers' defense, because their zone defense, especially the past 3-4 games, has not been superior whatsoever. On the face-off here is going to be Joey Lees and Hudson Norris, and that's going to go to Norris. He wins that one. And fighting for it now. And Prosofsky comes away with it. He sends that one up to Hamilton. Hamilton loses it. Now Egan dumps it down. Brock Mueller and Egan on the chase with Olofsson, but James Venn going to come out of his net. Puts on a quick shot there. James Venn makes it back in time, now in front of the net. And Hutchinson comes away with it. Hutchinson pass up to Norris. Norris sends it there. No one's there, but Hutchinson's still on the chase. Lepper of the Bombers gets to it. And now Joey Lees in his own zone. Somehow gets the puck at center ice, and he's with Egan. Joey Lees dumps it down. Egan in the corner. And a huge hit there on Egan from Hamilton, and Belton. And a great job there, but the Bombers doing a great job here on the forecheck to not let the Mustangs get out of their own zone. Hutchinson now finally gets it up to center ice to Coyle. Coyle loses it, but keeps it and sends it all the way back behind Harmon Laserhume. That's Adam McNutt. Olofsson loses it. In front, they put on a quick shot. That goes over. That was Coyle looking for the good opportunity. Takes a tumble there. That's Cohen sent. Now Henderson. And that's going to do it for the period, folks. Wasn't even paying attention to the time clock. And first period, 1-0 Flin Flon Bombers, shots on goal, 26-7. And to say the least, it has been all Flin Flon Bombers. Take a quick look here at the scoring summary. Only goal of the period was the power play goal for Carter Anderson with the assist from Alexi Silvestri, and that basically does it for the scoring summary. Melfort Mustangs really just struggling to find anything on offense, getting outshot 26-7 here in this first period. So great job by the Bombers on the defense here, and Melfort Mustangs not doing too bad on defense either, but really getting saved right now by James Venn. That's going to conclude this first period, folks. We'll be back in about 15 minutes after the intermission for some more SJHL action here on Flow Hockey. Hello and welcome back to SJHL Hockey here on Flow TV. I'm Austin Mattis, bringing you the call of all the action today. Unfortunately, no Rob Hart decided to take the day off, so I'm filling in for him today, and we got a very exciting game. The Flin Flon Bombers right now leading the Melfort Mustangs 1-0 after the first period. Shots on goal 26-7 for the Flin Flon Bombers. Right now, the Melfort Mustangs, no Ryan Duguay, no Zach Summers, having a very hard time finding anything to go offensively right now. And as I mentioned, Ryan Duguay not playing in the game when we have a second leading scorer in the entire league on your team, and he's not playing. Even if he's not getting you points, great players like that and their ability to create offense and play through them is so crucial to a team, and you're very much seeing it today in this Melfort Mustangs team. And then also Zach Summers, another high-scoring player for this Melfort Mustangs team, also not in the lineup today. Looking at the Flin Flon Bombers when leading after one period this season so far, 13-0-1-0, only one loss in overtime after leading after the first period. So going to be very exciting to see how this one turns out. Trailing after one period, the Melfort Mustangs 2-5-2. So they've been here before. They've won games out of this situation. So going to be interesting to see who is going to be doing the scoring, if any, here for the Melfort Mustangs. Only goal so far right now for the Flin Flon Bombers has been from Carter Anderson on the power play, giving him his 7th power play goal this season, putting him in 3rd place, and that's going to be his 14th goal of the season overall. That's assisted by Alexi Silvestri. Harmon Laser-Human between the pipes right now for the Bombers, and James Venn for the Melfort Mustangs as Aiden Chow comes away with the face-off. And he goes for the big stretch pass up the ice. Goes in the hands of Vockler. He loses it. And then somehow Silvestri comes away with it, goes for the cross pass there, but doesn't make it. Egan fighting for it now on the offensive zone. Sorry, Niven. And he loses that one. Big stretch pass there. Riley Niven still searching for his first points in this SJHL season. Was out the majority half of the first part of the season with an injury. Only played 3 games. This is his 4th game of the season. So still searching for that first point and goal. Will he get it today? We will see. The former WHL player joined the Flin Flon Bombers earlier this September. And speaking of Riley Niven, looks like he's giving the skate a good old smack there of Leif Olofsson just outside the face-off circle. Face-off now here in the Melfort zone. Alexi Silvestri on it here for the Bombers, and that goes to the Mustangs, and they try to get that one out, and they do. McNutt up to Vockler. Vockler loses that one. Now Coyle. Coyle receives it back again. He's on the rush now with McNutt guarding him. Loses it. Coyle still comes away with possession. Now down to Belton in the corner. And finally the Bombers come away with it. Silvestri dumps that one down. Ashton Paul on the chase. Ashton Paul gets through all by himself, has a chance, flicks a quick one on, and that one gets denied, but a great hustled play there by Ashton Paul to beat out the 2 Melfort Mustang defenders and get the good shot opportunity. Shots on goal still 27-7. And James Venn really saving the Melfort Mustangs right now. We've talked about countless times the 2 great goaltenders we got in net right now between Harmon Laser-Human and James Venn, both with 14 wins on the season, trying to get their 15th. Who will come away with it today? Quick shot there from the right circle, and that one just goes wide. Now down in the corner. That's Anderson. He loses it. Back up to center ice is Bourgeois. Bourgeois sends that across to Houle. Houle to Anderson. Anderson loses it. Lees tries to get a stick on it, but he can't. And now puck goes all the way back to the Bomber zone. Houle to Paul. Paul sends that one up the boards. Now Lees on the chase, has the man in front, puts on a shot. Ooh, denied by James Venn. Great opportunity there for the Flin Flon Bombers, but Venn saw it coming from a mile away. Now Houle skating around in his own zone. Chow goes for the big stretch pass. Ashton Paul comes away with it. It bobbles into the corner. No opportunity there. He's going to hold on to it as he gets tied up behind the goalie. And now it looks like the Melfort Mustangs come away with it. That's Roberts. Roberts, long pass there. Hamilton on the chase, but he can't get there. Chow sends that up to Lees. Back to Chow in his own zone. Chow makes his way up to center ice, crosses the red line now into the attacking zone, sends it into the corner, and that goes right into the hands of Thornton. Now tied up, a few Mustangs and Bombers playing around with it. Then someone lost a piece of their helmet on the ice, it looks like. That's going to be Thornton. And quick shot there, that goes into the pads on the rebound. Bombers looking for it. Sends that one back up top, quick shot there. Ooh, almost gets redirected there and in by the Bombers, but not today. All the way back to Tanchuk in the neutral zone to Bridger. Goes off Bridger's stick and trying to go after it there is Olofsson. Olofsson falls to the ground and he loses it, but Bridger hops back on top, still on the attack. From the right circle, puts on the slow shot, hits off the pads of N, and he's gonna cover that one up. 17-10 left in this second period for this game. Bombers up 1-0. Shots on goal still 27-7, and Melfort Mustangs still like they're having a problem right now, and no one to really run their offense through. As I mentioned, no Ryan Duguay today, and going to be out for a couple of weeks with a broken hand, and you can really notice the difference out there when you don't have someone to run your offense through. It just looks like they're really struggling right now to get anything going offensively. Hopefully Leif Olofsson here can get something going. Another second leading defenseman in scoring right now in the SJHL behind Noah Houle. Behind the net now, the Mustangs going for it. That's Patterson tied up there with McNutt. And that's going to be Westerlund who's going to come in there to fight with him. And finally the Bombers get away with it. Bridger tries to go on the trace, that gets dumped back in by Olofsson. McNutt gets hit hard, he comes to the ground, and looks like Lepper's still going to regain possession for the Bombers. To Senft. Senft up to Egan. Egan tries to send it up the boards, and Olofsson's going to hop on top of it, almost kept in there by the Bombers, Olofsson. Now Lepper puts on a quick move, going to the high slot, drops it off, Senft puts on a quick shot, and it goes in, scores! What a shot there by Cohen Senft from the high slot. Cuts in, and it looks like it took a weird bounce off one of the Melfort Mustangs, or maybe off the shoulder of James Venn, but wow, what a goal there. Goes right over the shoulder of James Venn, and great goal by Cohen Senft to get the second period rolling. 2-0 here for the Bombers in this second period. And wow, yeah, looks like it just bobbled off the shoulder of James Venn and goes right over. Unfortunate goal. 2-0 now for the Flin Flon Bombers over the Melfort Mustangs. Face-off goes to Mueller. Now he's on the chase into the corner. And that's going to be Hutchinson battling with him. Sorry, Henderson. And Profosky tries to get it out, but can't get it out of there. Goes back behind James Venn. And that's Unger trying to get it out now. Melfort Mustangs having a hard time getting out of their own zone as the quick shot there by the Bombers, but that gets nowhere. And now Norris sends that one out to the right and still can't get it out. Quick shot by Bourgeois, goes off the chest and goes flying up in the air. No one knew where it was, and it finally comes down and drops down to the bottom of the ice. We're gonna get a face-off. Shots on goal right now, 31-7, 15:41 left in this period. And that's the story of the game that's been so far, is this Melfort Mustangs team is really having a tough time getting it out of their own zone and getting anything going on offense. When they are able to break through the Bombers' forecheck and get past their defense, they're getting great opportunities, but very hard to get any goals when you only have 7 shots on net. Face-off now goes to the Melfort Mustangs. Coming up through center ice is Shepard. Shepard sends that one to the right, almost in to the Melfort Mustangs bench, and it does go there. Binner tried to carry it and hop on top of it, but just couldn't get his hand there, and it goes right into the Melfort Mustangs bench. 32-7 the shots are, 15:31 left. Only goals so far in this game are from Carter Anderson and Cohen Senft. That Cohen Senft goal assisted by Luke Lepper and Matt Egan. Matt Egan missing a good majority of the first part of the season here for the Flin Flon Bombers, and then came back a few weeks ago and instantly made an impact, scoring in his first game, getting a great goal, very similar to the one Carter Anderson had there actually on the power play. Beautiful one-timer he got, and from there he's been a great asset to this team for the Flin Flon Bombers, and one of those big players that can score, is a great skater, and all the above. So Matt Egan, glad to see him out on the ice today, doing a great job and helping this Bombers team win. And looks like Niven, who has been out with a shoulder injury for the first part of this season, just got hurt again, and oh no. Can't tell what the injury is. Hopefully it's not his shoulder again. Maybe it looks like his leg. He's having a hard time getting up, and how unfortunate this is a player who's been dying to get back on the ice, get back into junior hockey. His 4th game back now, and looks like he's stumbling. At least he gets to the bench on his own. I just hope he's okay. A great player he is too, and I'm sure he's really mentally trying to power through whatever injury he has right now. And I wish they would play the replay just once more again so I could see it. And Mike Reagan now talking to the referee, trying to see what happened. Looks like he just kind of got caught in the stick there of one of the Melfort Mustangs. Can't really tell exactly what happened, but it looks like he just kind of maybe caught an elbow or the end of a stick or something, and the fans not loving it at all. Neutral zone face-off here. And that goes to the Mustangs. In their own zone, now they make their way up to the neutral zone. Pass, that gets stopped. Friedmore trying to do something with it. Sends that one back across. And dumped all the way down, and that's going to be Tanchuk who's going to help on top of that one. And now in the corner. And that's Friedmore. Sorry, Shepard now battling with it in the corner. And he finally loses it. Silvestri battling with it. Goes back to the neutral zone. Friedmore has it at the red line. Dumps that one down and almost gets a weird bounce right in front of Harmon Laser-Hume, but he's not taking any chances. Gonna cover that one up. 14:41 left in this second period. Still 2-0 for the Flin Flon Bombers, the #1 CJHL team in the country for the 5th week in a row now. And a lot of great teams in this league. Bombers have only lost 3 games on the season with 20 wins, looking to grab their 21st today. Let's see if they can do it with the faceoff here in the Bomber zone. Patterson loses it and the faceoff goes to the Bombers. But now, in the corner, getting tied up behind the net now, and the Bombers come away with it. That's McNutt. McNutt up to Paul, sends it up to Anderson. Cuts down the right side behind the net, regains possession in front for Paul. Paul now behind the net, takes a tumble. And that's gonna be a penalty there. And it's gonna be a tripping on number 26, Nolan Patterson. And that's his second one of the game. First one was a power play that resulted in a goal. So Nolan Patterson, coaches can't be too happy with him after that one. Not what you want to see. Only 2 penalties of the game, both on Nolan Patterson. Now the man advantage here for the Flin Flon Bombers. Best power play in the league, scoring on 25% of them. Probably higher now since that first one. Quick shot by Houle from the blue line. Rebound there, doesn't go. Houle regains possession. Bachler to Silvestri. And now Houle back down to Anderson. Anderson in front. And he loses that one. And now on the chase is Day, but Harmon Laser-Hume's going to come out of his net to grab that one. Centering pass goes to Vogler. He loses it, goes back to their zone. 1:30 left in this power play. Melfort Mustangs penalty kill, 5th in the league, only letting the opponent score. Stopping opponents 80% of the time. Flin Flon Bombers scoring 25% of the time, probably higher now after that first one. Lees with the stretch pass there. Vogler sends that to Anderson. Over to Lees. Lees from the right circle across, intended for Vogler. Just can't get a stick on it. And sends that one all the way back around on the chase to Bombers. 1 minute left now in this power play. 13:20 left in the period. Shots on goal, 32-7. Lees cuts to the center, looking for the shot. He regroups. Sends that one across. Houle just can't get the stick on it on the one-timer. And Silvestri regains possession. Up to Houle, and Houle can't keep it in. Usually one of his specialties, a great job of being able to keep that puck in the zone. Just has a little fumble there. Silvestri from the high slot, that goes off a leg of Roberts. And now Anderson drops that one back down in the corner in front. And a bobbled pass there, goes off a stick of the Mustangs. Now Day's going the other way. Day one-on-one with Tanchuk and puts that one way over and back into the hands of the Bombers. 20 seconds left on this power play. Adam McNutt picking up speed as he crosses into the neutral zone. Quick little pass up there intended for Egan, and he can't get there. Mustangs try and dump that one out. Goes off the ref and back into their own zone. Taking their time here as the Bombers. 4 seconds left on this man advantage. Great penalty kill here by the Melfort Mustangs as Nolan Patterson comes out of the box. James Venn's going to cover that one up. We'll get another face-off here, folks, all the way back in the Melfort Mustang zone. Only one shot on goal so far for the Melfort Mustangs in this period. And that has definitely got to change if they want to start scoring some goals. First period got outshot 26-7. Now in this period, getting outshot 6-1. Not a good look right now for the Melfort Mustangs on the offensive. Bombers on the attack in the corner and getting tied up. Trying to come away with it. And finally, the Bombers all thought they did there for a sec. That was Olofsson, but he loses it. But regained possession by Lepper and McNutt in the neutral zone. That one goes up to Bridger. He dumps that one down right into the stick of Venn, and Venn's not taking any chances. He'll cover that one up. 2-0 in this game, folks. Only goals so far by the Flin Flon Bombers. Carter Anderson assisted by Alexei Silvestri, and then Cohen Sempt at the 3:43 mark in this second period, assisted by Luke Lepper and Matt Egan. Face-off now, that's going to be Joey Lees. And Norris on the face-off circle here in the Melfort zone. Right away goes to Venn, and Brock Mueller was after it. He saw the puck go loose and thought he'd take a shot at it, but James Venn was ready for it, as he has been most of this game. Really great awareness on those rebounds and on those loose pucks. He definitely doesn't want to give any of those type of goals up today. And Bombers come away with it. Bridger, the diving pass. Egan, the diving pass. Doesn't get there. Now Norris crosses into the attacking zone. Down the right side, puts on a shot. That goes off the blocker of Harmon Laser-Hume. Now going the other way. Egan looking for the man deep. No one's there. He puts it all the way around. And now Hamilton in his own end gets hit there by Egan. Stretch pass there intended for Norris. That gets poked away by Vockler. Vockler now with Mueller. Quick shot there right into the chest of Venn. As Matt Egan and Profosky are going at each other, and Profosky definitely wants a penalty on that one, but a little play after the penalty, after the play never hurt anyone. And now it looks like Egan's starting to go at someone else. The ref has to step in a little bit. Then finally the Melfort Mustangs able to get some shots on goal. Since mentioning they've only had one shot, they were able to gain another two, making it 36-9, but still not ideal if you're the Melfort Mustangs. Face off here back in the Melfort Mustang zone. And that one's going to go to the Bombers. Quick shot there by Bourgeois. And that one goes wide. Going the other way now is Day. Day, bad pass to Binner, and had a great chance there, but just the pass was way too far behind him. Right into the hands of Day. Quick shot there. Nice glove save. Goes off the glove, and looks like we got Alexei Silvestri on the ice. Laying down, not feeling too good, and and now we got a Melfort Mustang down on the ice, and Shepard's trying to go at Niven, and oh boy, the refs are getting in between, and just glad to see the Melfort Mustangs players getting up. Trying to see who that is, number 25, Caleb Binner. Looks like he took a hard hit there from Niven, and looks like number 39, Austin Shepard, wasn't a huge fan, so Niven screaming something, and can't imagine it's anything kind, as Niven gets escorted off the ice, and looks like Shepard's gonna go to the sin bin. Now we got both captains at the red line, waiting to see what the damage is and what even happened. Taking a look elsewhere around the league right now in the SJHL, only one other game going on, and that's the Notre Dame Hounds versus the Battlefords North Stars. And right now, Battleford's leading that one 4-2. Midway point of the second period, that Battlefords North Star team had a pretty shaky start to the season, about going 50%, just under 500. And then since the return of Key and Bell have been on an absolute tear. We're on a 10-game win streak. Ended up losing to the Melfort Mustangs a couple of games ago, as I mentioned. For the Melfort Mustangs, a huge win for them to end that win streak, but Key and Bell been on an absolute tear. One of the best players last year on the Battlefords teams. Right now, 13 games played, 34 points. Justin Lees has 22 games played, 38 points. So essentially, Key and Bell 9 games behind, but only 4 points behind. Just shows the kind of special player he is, averaging 2.75 points a game. That's Cian Bell of the Battleford's North Stars. What a special player to be in this league, and that Battleford's North Star team greatly benefiting from having him on the ice. Now they're showing the replay here. Going to see, oh wow. Yeah, whatever happened to Alexi Silvestri, you can clearly tell should have definitely been a penalty, but I don't think any refs were looking. And then, oh boy. I want to see that replay one more time. I didn't get to see what happened with Niven. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be 5-minute major here for the Bombers and a 2-minute minor for the Melfort Mustangs. And obviously the fans here not loving it. Mike Reagan has his hand up in shock, looking at the replay. Doesn't believe what he's seeing. You can see right here, yeah, just absolutely clips Alexi Silvestri. I don't think it was purposeful. And then we'll look here in the corner. I think Matt Morrison doing the replay here really wants the refs to see what happened. And then looks like Niven, I don't even know if, didn't even really look like Niven did anything. Maybe gave him a little extra push into the boards, but from up here on the replay, didn't look like anything too major. But still, Shepard wasn't allowing it, and that's the great thing to do when you see when your teammates go down and guys are around them. Well, you got to help them out, and that's exactly what Shepard did. So no harm there, but still just kind of see where the injury came there. Like I said, looked like Niven barely touched him. Regardless now, it looks like we're finally going to resume to the action at the 10:52 mark here in the second period. And Bombers, going to be some 4-on-4 action here for about the first 2 minutes, and the Bombers will find themselves with the man down for 3 minutes. So going to be interesting to see how they play. Bombers have the top power play in the league, but also the best penalty kill in the league, stopping opponents 90.4% of the time. So very successful on the penalty kill and the power play. Let's see how this Melfort Mustangs team will do, put them to the test. And now, that's number 26. Nolan Patterson going to the sin bin there for the Mustangs as well. And finally, we resume play, 4-on-4 hockey here. Quick wrister there by Coyle. That goes over top of Harmon Laser. Human goes out. We'll get another face-off.
Tally is served by number 39, or 26, Nolan Patterson. To the Flin Flon Bombers, number 18, Riley Niven. A 5-minute major for checking from behind and a game misconduct.
Game misconduct and checking from behind from Riley Niven is going to be the official call. And that's strange. You really don't hear too many checking from behind calls nowadays. So it's probably the first I've heard so far this year in the SJHL. And one of the water bottles of the Flin Flon Bombers goes on the ice as Justin Lees is skating around center. Puts on the move, tries to get through. Coyle takes it away. And now going the other way is Anderson. With Lees in front, puts it across, and oh, great opportunity there. Had the open net, but weird bounce. Justin Lee's in front again, backhand. Oh, and Venn snags it right out of the air as Carter Anderson goes for the rebound, and he takes a little bit of a hit after the play. In the Flin Flon Bombers, their fans here at the Whitney Forum, and Mike Reagan definitely not too happy about that one, but the refs will let it go, and there's 1:20 left here in some 4-on-4 action. Oh, sorry, it is a penalty now. I didn't see the hand go up, and that's Olofsson's going to go to the bench, and now we got 3 Mustangs in the box. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out, and Bombers have Joey Lees in the box serving that penalty for Riley Niven, the 5-minute major there for the check from behind. So now for the Flin Flon Bombers, a good 4-on-3 opportunity. And wow, this is going to be interesting to see what the Melfort Mustangs do here. 4-on-3 opportunity for the Bombers. Best power play in the league. Let's see what they can do. Face-off goes to the Bombers. That's Houle, the leading scoring defenseman in the league. Over to Vockler. Vockler, high slot, quick shot there by Lees. Goes off the crossbar. Good opportunity for the Bombers. Lees now at the point, slowly making his way down to the left. Up to Houle. Houle back to Justin, one-timer, and he can't get a stick on that one. And gets dumped all the way down, takes a weird Whitney Forum bends. Now on the breakaway, Hutchinson, short-handed by himself. Oh, robbed by Harmon Laser-Hume. Great job there by Harmon Laser-Hume. Short-handed breakaway for Hutchinson and can't put it home. Now in front, going the other way. Silvestri, quick shot, was looking for Lees in front, couldn't get him. And tried to get knocked out there, but Silvestri hops on top. Back to Lees at the left circle. Up top to Houle. Houle looking for the shot, has the man in front. Now Vockler, high slot, puts one on, looking for the rebound. Silvestri can't get his stick on it. And it goes back up to Vockler. Vockler, quick shot there, and they score! Justin Lees, power play goal. And great job there by the Flin Flon Bombers with the man advantage. That's why they have the #1 power play in the league. Taking their time, looking for the good opportunities, and great shot there. Ooh, little fake shot there, pass to Justin Lees, left circle, boom, puts her home at the tight angle. Beautiful goal there by Justin Lees to make it a 3-0 game here for the Flin Flon Bombers. And that's one thing, letting the Flin Flon Bombers get some opportunities on you, but one thing you don't want to do when playing this #1 CJHO ranked team is let them have those many power play opportunities, especially a 4-on-3, not something you want to do. And you can see right there it paid off as the Bombers get a goal to make it a 3-0 game. Now Hamilton off the face-off, goes for the quick shot, and that gets denied. And that's going to be Justin Lees, continues to make it 8 games in a row with a goal. That puts him to 20 goals on the season, 39 points for Justin Lees. Quick shot there by Aiden Chow. That goes back up top.
Justin Lees, his 20th.
And now Tanchuk loses it. Olofsson tries to get it. He can't quite hop on top, and now in the zone. The Melfort Mustangs have it, make their way through center ice. That's Hamilton, puts it up the side and chases it. He ends up getting there, but has Anderson right beside him. And now at the point, quick shot there. Bombers get in front of it. Now Hamilton down in the corner, at the right circle, puts on a quick shot, takes a weird angle and goes wide. And now that's Olofsson. Olofsson sends that one to Chow. Chow down the right side, puts on a quick one, dumps it down into the corner by the SO sign. Olofsson chases that one down, tries to get it off of Friedmore, but Friedmore was ready for it. Now going the other way is Thornton. Thornton drops it back. That's Friedmore. Friedmore sends that one up to Coyle. Coyle tries to put on a move down in the corner, spins back around, back up to the point. Looking for the shot, there's Olofsson. Right circle, back to Olofsson. High slot, shot there by Friedmore at the left circle, and that gets denied. Friedmore battling with it with the Bombers, and Hutchinson comes away with it. Hutchinson over to Olofsson, and then Friedmore. Back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Olofsson. Olofsson to Friedmore. Friedmore back up to Olofsson. At the point, skating around, looking for the man, drops it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson puts on a quick shot, and they score! Beautiful job there by Hutchinson. Melfort Mustangs on the power play and finally able to get the first goal of the game, and a great job there by Hutchinson to put the shot on, and it got redirected right in front of the net, and I couldn't necessarily see who it was as we look at the replay here. And Bombers got 2 power play goals this game, but finally the Melfort Mustangs able to get one of their own to close in the deficit to only 2 goals.
First goal, a power play goal, scored by number 22, Logan Belton.
Scored by number 22, Logan Belton. Great job by him to redirect that puck off the shot on the power play. Now a 3-1 game here for the Bombers. And now Olofsson has it at the point. Quick shot there, and finally the Melfort Mustangs, I don't know why they haven't been doing this for most of the game. The Bombers have been really struggling so far the past few games of playing some zone defense and kind of settling down in their own zone. And finally, I know they're on the power play, but when the Melfort Mustangs finally able to do that, clearly able to find some opportunities. Now Belton sends that one up, back down to Belton. Belton in the corner, sends that one all the way back up to Friedmore. Now to Hutchinson. Back behind the net, up to Friedmore again, left circle looking for the shot, and he scores! Wow! And the Melfort Mustangs are back in this game. Back-to-back goals within a minute 30 of each other. Now 3-2 Flin Flon Bombers over the Melfort Mustangs, and Friedmore just kind of saw there, was waiting, saw that no one came up to him, ripped a quick shot, and wow. Now it's only a 1-goal game. Finds the far side, bottom left pad of Harmon Laser Hume, and able to put it home. And wow, this game just got turned around just like that, folks, from a 3-0 game to a 3-2 game. And the Bombers still down a man because it was a major penalty. So 25 seconds still, they're going to be down a man here on the penalty kill.
The assist to number 16, David Coyle.
And the assist there by David Coyle. Friedmore with the goal, assisted by David Coyle. Now Henderson drops it off to Norris. Pass across there to Hamilton. Profosky sends that up across to Henderson. Henderson, left circle. Profosky puts on a quick shot. Ooh, fans on it, but it almost goes in front for a good opportunity. Dumped all the way down, and finally, play is back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the power play is done for the Melfort Mustangs. Now back in their own zone, that's Norris. Norris gives that one up to Henderson. Henderson loses it, but then Profosky comes away with it. Centering pass, had the man but can't get it. Now Anderson has possession. Puts it off the glass there. And the refs are going to blow the whistle here. And that's going to be the immediate timeout, folks. So both teams will go to the bench here for a second. And a very interesting game turned around just like that. And we were talking about Riley Niven looking to get his first goal of this season, or the first point of this season. And unfortunately, gets the major penalty instead, which ends up resulting in 2 power play goals for the Melfort Mustangs. One at 12:41 mark and the other one at the 13:39. So less than a minute apart of each other. Goal by Logan Belton, assisted by Leif Olofsson and Chase Friedmore and David Coyle. And that's what we kind of mentioned earlier on, is just without Ryan Dugay, you got to find someone else to create your offense through. And I think finally on that power play, Leif Olofsson and Logan Belton really a good pairing together, able to find some good opportunities and finally make it happen to get that first one. And then Chase Friedmore had the great opportunity there at the left circle, just no one came up to cover him, and he saw the opening and put it home right there just at the left pad of Harmon Laser Hume. And now it's a 3-2 game, went from 3-0 to 3-2 in a matter of 59 seconds. So let's see how the Flin Flon Bombers are going to bounce back here. 40-13 the shots though for the Bombers, doing a great job on offense to find some opportunities. But as I've mentioned time and time again, this Flin Flon Bombers team, great in transition, great on offense, great in transition defense. Great in just about every asset, but one thing I feel they struggle with the most so far this season is their zone defense. And that's really the only improvement they got to make. Great goaltending all around. They got great scorers, great skaters, but sometimes they just find themselves flat-footed when they're in their own zone, playing that zone defense, and teams are able to find the cracks and get those goals home, whether it's on power plays or not. Then finally the Melfort Mustangs kind of realize that there and able to put one home. Face-off goes to the Bombers. That's Mueller behind the net. Mueller still fighting for it, and coming away with that one is Roberts. Now in the neutral zone, that's Patterson. Dumps that one all the way back to Harmon Laser Hume, and Adam McNutt hops on top. Kept in by Friedmore. Friedmore in front. Weird bounce, goes wide right. Day keeps it in. Now McNutt behind the net, up to Mueller. Mueller gets that one stripped by Day, but goes back into the hands of McNutt. McNutt now tied up, tries to put it in front. They have it, pushing it away. Harmon Laser Hume finally sees where it is and gonna cover that one up, and looked like there was an open net there for a second for the Melfort Mustangs, but Harmon Laser Hume, who's been great so far this season, able to do it again. 4:30 left in this second period. Shot still 40-14. We'll get the face-off here in the in the Flin Flon Bomber zone. And that's Coyle and Senft on it. And that goes to Senft. Great win for him in his own zone. Bourgeois almost puts that in his own net off the weird bounce. And big dump there. Olofsson fighting for it in the neutral zone. Belton comes away with it. Olofsson now sends it all the way back around, intended for Bourgeois, but the Melfort Mustangs come away. Olofsson now. Friedmore in the corner. And finally the Bombers able to get out of their own zone. Sends that up to Bridger. Bridger cuts to the middle of the ice, crossing the blue line, puts on a shot. Off the boards, quick one again. And now Houle comes up, drops it off. Looked like he was going to give it to Bourgeois, but faked the pass to himself. And now Senf trying to get on the puck, but that's Friedmore behind his own net. Friedmore, huge dump there, and that's going to hit the Jumbotron. Looking for the long, long stretch pass, and hopefully it didn't break the Jumbotron. I can't see from this angle, but looks like some of the players are looking up at it. Not too sure if it got broken or not. Anyways, face off now down here in the Melfort Mustangs zone, and Flin Flon Bombers honestly really need a goal here to swing the momentum. Say right now this momentum is in the Mustangs' favor as they win that face-off, but it's kept in by the Bombers. Back into the neutral zone, and the Bombers dumped that one all the way down. And that's Henderson. Henderson trying to get out. He loses it in front. Oh, chance there, opened up by the Bombers, but no one was on the short side. Now battling for it along the boards, and that's Henderson who comes away with it. Now in the corner, that's Eisner. Eisner with Unger. It slips out of there, and then Henderson. Henderson up to Eisner. Eisner over to Patterson. Back to Eisner. Quick shot there off the chest. Rebounds there. Puts on a shot again. That goes wide left. Another shot looking for the rebound, and no one's there to grab it. Now going the other way is Anderson with Lees. Paul on the far side. And now back going the other way. Westerlund sends that one behind Harman Laser-Human. He grabs it himself. Getting pushed around along the boards. Quick shot there. Poked away with the stick of Harman Laser-Hume. Puts on a quick shot from the corner. And now the Melfort Mustangs finally getting some offensive rhythm here in this second period with 2:24 left to go. Still battling for it, both teams here, and finally Carter Anderson's going to come away with it. Profosky, though, steals it from him. Quick shot there. And still being kept in here. Great forecheck here by the Melfort Mustangs to keep this puck in the attacking zone. And finally, Justin Lees with the great defense. Paul dumps that one down, and quick line change here for the Bombers as Vockler, McNutt, and Lepper come on. Vockler dumps that one down from the blue line. Senf chasing it, tries to get in there, and finally it does. Silvestri tries to put on a move, he loses it. And now back to center ice. Over to Lepper. Lepper up to Vockler. Vockler dumps that one down in the corner. Great dump there. Silvestri, quick shot. His stick breaks. How unfortunate. Now Vockler in the corner. Behind the net, the Bombers have it, looking for the man in front. Through traffic, McNutt off the pads there of Venn. McNutt again misses it. He fans on it. Now Hamilton and McNutt on the chase, but Harman Laser-Hume's going to hop out for that one. Goes across to Lepper on the left side. Stretch pass there intended for Senf, but he can't get there in time. And now Friedmore is going to hop back on top of it in his own zone. The final minute of play here in the second period, as the Melfort Mustangs have it in their own zone, trying to get one last rush here. And they dump it down. No, it goes back to McNutt. Now the Bombers have the chance. 43 seconds left. Can they get one more to make it a two-goal game again? 3-0 at one point in this game until two big goals, two big power play goals by the Melfort Mustangs to close into deficit. Face off now in the Melfort Mustang zone. 34.7 seconds. Shots on goal 44-20. Here for the Flin Flon Bombers, and a whole lot better period this time around for the Melfort Mustangs, and they win that face off. Weird bounce off the wall. Senf, quick shot there. That goes wide and off the pad of Venn. Olofsson sends it back behind his own net, and it goes back to Olofsson. Olofsson sends that to Friedmore. Takes a big hit. Egan, quick shot off the chest there of Venn. Mueller gets up. 8 seconds left in this period, and they're going to dump that one down. Don't want to take any chances, and Houle has it. 2. And that does it for the second period, folks. The Flin Flon Bombers lead 3-2 over the Melfort Mustangs here on this beautiful Wednesday night at the Whitney Forum. Shots on goal right now, 46-20 for the Bombers, but having a 3-goal lead at one point, the Flin Flon Bombers looked like they had good control of this game, but after a 5-minute major from Riley Niven, which resulted in 2 power play goals for the Flin Flon Bombers. The Melfort Mustangs are right back in this game. We'll do a quick scoring summary right now of this second period. First goal of the period, Bombers came into this period leading 1-0 with the only goal from Carter Anderson in the first period. At the 3:43 mark of the second period, Cohen Senft able to put one away, assisted by Luke Lepper and Matt Egan. That's Cohen Senft's 5th goal of the year. Justin Lees at the 10:48 mark gets his 20th goal of the season on the power play, assisted by Jacob Vockler. Jacob Vockler's 17th assist. Justin Lees his 20th goal of the season. But then, as we mentioned, big 5-minute major penalty for the check from behind on Riley Niven. He obviously got the game misconduct for that as well. Penalty was served by Joey Lees, and while on that power play, goal by Logan Belton, assisted by Leif Olofsson at the 12:41 mark, and then by Chase Friedmore, assisted by David Coyle, about 58 seconds later at the 13:39 mark to make it a 3-2 game. That does it for the scoring summary. We'll be back after the second intermission, folks. This is SJHL Hockey. Flin Flon Bombers, the #1 team in the CJHL, up 3-2 over the Melfort Mustangs. We'll be back after the intermission. And welcome back to SJHL Hockey here on Flow TV. I'm Austin Mattis, filling in for Rob Hart today, bringing you the call of all the action. And if you would have asked me about 20 minutes ago what I thought the score and how this game was going to turn out, I would have said things were looking pretty good for the Flin Flon Bombers, but after some silly penalties on both ends, 5-minute major, some 4-on-3 and some 4-on-4 hockey, the Melfort Mustangs able to come back from 3-0 and make it a 3-2 game with huge goals from Friedmore and Logan Belton. 2 huge goals within 58 seconds of each other back to back, and they're able to close in the deficit now. Only 3-2 the score is here. Flin Flon Bombers been absolutely peppering James Venn. 46-20 are the shots right now. The Bombers are on pace to hit 65 shots if they keep up with this kind of play. 65 shots in an SJHL game. I've seen 70 shots in a Junior B game before, but 65 in the SJHL, I don't think that's a number you come by very often, so could be quite the milestone today if we see that many shots, but got to give credit where it's due to James Venn. Been taking the shots, also been stopping so many. And same thing goes for Harmon Laser-Hume. Harmon Laser-Hume only taking 20 shots today, but been absolutely lights out today and throughout the rest of the season. Vockler Coyle on the face-off, and Jacob Vockler's going to win that one. It goes back to Tanchuk. Bad pass there, and almost taken away by Hutchinson. It is taken away by Hutchinson, and he sends that one back to Chow. Then up to Set. Turned over, Friedmore looking for a second of today, keeping it in the zone. Behind the net now, Hutchinson. Hutchinson going around in the corner with the Bombers on top of him. Sends it back down into the corner, and Chow covers up the man, and in front now they have a chance. That hits the back of the net. And they're going to blow that one down. No one could pop it out of there. 19:27 left in this third period. And as I was saying, looked like the Bombers had this game in hand, had a great power play goal by Justin Lees and Carter Anderson. And it looked like they were taking this game away, but before you know it, like I said, a couple penalties and 2 big goals back-to-back by the Melfort Mustangs. No Ryan Duguay or Zach Summers today. 2 of their top scorers not playing today. And still the Melfort Mustangs able to get it done. All the games that have happened so far between these 2 teams, Justin Lees on the rush, has the chance. That goes back to Hamilton in the neutral zone. Ooh, both guys take a tumble. That's going to be Carter Anderson and Hamilton. Stretch pass intended for Lees. He can't get on top of that one. Profofsky's not there to grab it. Now Leper does. In the neutral zone. Profofsky down the right side. He gets caught up a little bit, and puck goes all the way back to Ashton Paul. Paul now dumps that one down. And wow, Carter Anderson was on the chase, and does he ever have some wheels on him? But as I was mentioning, after a few goals from this Melfort Mustangs team, they're right back in this game. And between these 2 teams, there's a 0 goal difference. Melfort Mustangs won the first game, home opener here, 2-1 in overtime, and then back again here on November 2nd. Bombers win it 5-4, so every single game between these 2 teams has been a 1-goal game. It looked like it was going to be different, but just talking, quick shot there off the face-off. Talking to the Melfort Mustangs announcer there, he said he'd be ready for a 1-goal game. He even told me, he said it's going to be a 1-goal game, and now looking at it, I believe it 100%. Off the face-off there, puck goes up into the stands and hits the net, so we'll get another face-off here in the Bomber zone. Out-of-town scoreboard right now, Battlefords, North Stars, and Kean Bell leading the Notre Dame Hounds 6-2. Face-off goes to the Bombers in their own zone. That's McNutt. McNutt sends that one up to Paul. Paul can't get a handle on it. And now Anderson bobbles it, goes off his skate, sends that one all the way down, and that's Unger. He's going to be on top of that one. Unger sends that one all the way across, getting out of their own zone. Almost takes the hit there. That was Day. And Day keeps possession and finally rolls away back into the hands of Harmon Laser-Hume. Ref's going to blow that one down. We'll get another face-off here. 18:20 left in this third period, And finally the Melfort Mustangs getting some shots on net. If you look back at the first period, shots on goal were 26-7 for the Flin Flon Bombers. And then for the first portion of the second period, Flin Flon Bombers were out shooting the Melfort Mustangs 10-1. Ended up being 18-13 by the end of the period, but still, finally the Melfort Mustangs able to find some ground on offense here. Puck now in the Melfort Mustangs zone, tries for the wraparound, it's not there, goes on the rebound, still can't find it. That was Cohen Senf looking for a second of the game. Houle sends that across. Bourgeois, quick wrister, goes off a few guys and looks like it almost got someone in the face, but goes back in the hands of the Bomber. Bridger puts one on through traffic, doesn't find the back of the net. Bridger hops on top of it again, at the high slot area. Back up atop of the point, Bombers can't keep it in. Going the other way now is Patterson. He puts that one on, but it goes wide. And now a wall of Bombers go after the puck. Now Houle, center ice, puts on a move, crossing the blue line. Goes wide right, tries to look for the pass in front, can't get it off, and he has his stick stuck, and now going the other way is Belton. Has the goal already today, down the left side in front, loses that one, almost an opportunity there as Hutchinson was looking to come from behind. Puck goes up into the neutral zone, tries to dump it down, but Tanchuk says not today, and he's gonna get the high sticking call for that one. Now we're gonna face off here. Down here in the Flin Flon Bomber zone, it was a high sticking, but not a penalty infraction. Looks like it's gonna be Belton and Vockler here on the face-off. And that goes up to Cohen Senf. Now to Silvestri. Silvestri stretched past the Vockler, has the one man to beat, it's Olofsson, can't get around him, cuts back. Sends that across, Chow, right side, puts on a shot, almost gets redirected in, great save by Venn. Now Hutchinson behind the net. Silvestri on the chase with Olofsson, and Olofsson falls to the ground and Silvestri comes away with it. Very confusing with two Olofssons on the ice, or on the teams. Now still down in the corner fighting for it. And now that's Hutchinson making his way up through the right side, tries to get past Luke Lepper and he doesn't. The man from Brandon, Luke Lepper, a great addition, great young addition to this Bomber team on the back end. And the puck there, back in the neutral zone, lost it for a second. And now McNutt skates all the way back to his own end, 16:20 left in this third period. Crossing center ice, McNutt putting on the moves. And the refs put the hand up. And they're just, looks like it's gonna be a hooking call as the call is made. So finally another huge chance here for the Flin Flon Bombers, and that's a penalty on Westerlund. This is gonna be the fourth power play opportunity for the Bombers in this game. They've gone 2 of 3 so far on the power play. Let's see if they can get another one here. They're #1 ranked power play in the entire league, with Houle, Justin Lees, Vockler, Silvestri, and Anderson. 5 of the top 10 scores all on one line. That'll make you scare anyone. And a huge jump there by the Mustangs to get off. Started right on this penalty kill, but Houle gets on top of it quick.
Westerlund hooking at 3:47.
Now the rush starts here with Anderson, goes for the stretch pass to Silvestri, but goes off a skate. Ooh, in front, and Silvestri lets it be. 1:35 left in this power play. Huge dump all the way to Harmon Laser Human. Wow, quite the impressive shot there to get it so far down the ice and into the neutral zone, and just a miscommunication from the Bombers, and the Melfort Mustangs doing a great job of killing time right now on this power play. Sorry, on this penalty kill. And finally, back into the hands of the Bombers, and wow, almost a minute is gone by and nothing too much. Silvestri almost goes for the back door, but just gets caught up there. Now Lee's chasing after it. Behind the net now. Looks like the Melfort Mustangs wanted a penalty. Across to Houle, in front, Silvestri, high slot, putting on the moves, and almost loses it, but keeps it in. And then to Vockler, a bad pass there, and with a weird bounce, goes back to the neutral zone. 45 seconds left in this third period. That's Carter Anderson on it, looking for a second of today. To Vockler. Vockler gets past 1D man, looks for the man across on the rebound, had the right idea, but Ashton Paul just couldn't get there fast enough. Great chance there by the Bombers. Now 30 seconds left in this power play. Looking for their third power play goal of the game. And Adam McNutt has it behind his own net now. Taking their time, going for one final rush here on this power play. Egan back to McNutt. McNutt picking up speed down the right side, gets past 2 defenders, wraps around looking for a man in front, bobbles the puck, and he gets hit hard into the boards. Bombers able to keep the puck in though, and finally there goes the power play. No goal here for the Flin Flon Bombers. Great penalty kill for the Melfort Mustangs. in a crucial third period right now as they're down 1 goal. Big dump there, goes all the way back to James Venn, and he's not afraid to come out of the net to grab that one. And now fighting for it is the Mustangs, and they send it back to the neutral zone, and it falls back all the way to the Bomber zone. And not a lot of action right now here, folks. A lot of just dump and chase, dump and chase. Both teams not able to get a handle on the puck here. Shots 49-22. 13:35 left in this third period. Oh, Brock Mueller having a hard time getting it. Now it goes to the Mustangs. That's Olofsson. Olofsson intended for Belton. Belton couldn't get on it though, so goes back to Chow with the Bombers. And now Shepard. And finally, kept in by the Bombers. There's Bourgeois at the left side point. Sends it behind, intended for Mueller, but he doesn't grab that one. And then Hutchinson, he loses it, but goes back into the hands of Olofsson. Olofsson back up to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now making a rush, cuts towards the middle, high slot, has the man down low. Pass was there, but great defense by Fabrice Bourgeois. And he's able to stop that one, and Fabrice Bourgeois there again goes off his skate. And now Anderson going the other way. Puts on a quick move, that one gets poked away by Olofsson. Sorry, by Hutchinson. Now Sterling, back to Coyle. Coyle dumps it down as they go for the quick line change. And now it's tied up behind the net of Harman Laser-Hume. And now on the chase, Carter Anderson, but he doesn't get there in time. He takes a tumble. Thornton with the puck, up to Profosky. That goes wide right, good opportunity there, but just not enough accuracy on it. Back to Thornton at center ice. He skates all the way back to his own zone, trying to look for something, trying to find the holes here in the Bomber defense. Hamilton takes a good hit there along the bench. And that puck's going to go flying all the way back into the Bomber zone. Tanchuk takes a big hit and almost kept in there by Roberts, and they're going to reset. Puck goes back to Thornton in his own zone. Intended, tried to go up to Hamilton, but wasn't there. That's going to be an icing call. And we'll get the face-off now, finally all the way back in the Flin Flon Bombers, in the Melfort Mustangs zone, with 11:53 left in this third period. On the face-off is going to be Alexi Silvestri for the Flin Flon Bombers. And he's going to win it. Tanchuk puts it behind the net, looking for the man behind. And that's going to be Silvestri who comes away with it. And Westerland tries to get on top of it. And Prosovsky. Pass intended for Hamilton, just able to collect it. And quick shot there by Prosovsky. I don't think Harman Laser-Hume was ready, but flashed the leather, able to put that one right into his hand. And great save by Harman Laser-Hume to keep the Bombers alive and up 1 goal. 49-23 are the shots. 11:31 left in this period. Going to be very interesting to see when this Melfort Mustang team is going to pull the goalie. I know there's a lot of teams here in the SJHL that are pretty fans of taking it out. And now Silvestri on the rush has the one man to beat. And great defense there by the Mustangs. And almost poking away there by Silvestri, and Cohen Semp gets flipped around. And that's going to be offside. A lucky one there for the Bombers as the Melfort Mustangs had the 3-on-2 rush. But going to be very interesting to see how the Melfort Mustangs play this down 1. And really, rather than that one power play, haven't had really any good scoring chances. So as long as the Flin Flon Bombers can stay out of the box and stay on the ice and keep it to even hockey here, they should hopefully be good, but you never know. Long stretch pass there. Olofsson, high slot, intended for Bridger down the left side and just can't get the stick on it. Good little rush by the Bombers. Now Olofsson has it again in front. Intended for Mueller. Lepper puts on a quick shot on the rebound. Mueller had the chance and can't get it to go. And looks like it's going to be a penalty here against the Melfort Mustangs. And now the Flin Flon Bombers yet again get another power play. Weren't successful on the last one, 2 of 4 so far this game, but let's see what they can do now given the opportunity. And that penalty is going to be on number 9, that's Unger. Slot sends that one down. Houle almost loses it. 2-on-1, short-handed. Melfort Mustangs all alone, puts on a shot, stopped by Harmon Laser-Hume, gets the rebound and covers it up. Huge save there for the Flin Flon Bombers, and Harmon Laser-Hume yet again saves the day with the save. All by himself and able to stop it. Great shot there by the Melfort Mustangs, but just not enough, and Harmon Laser-Hume now lost his helmet. So just taking time to put it back on there. And there's an interference call there on Cole Unger. Sorry, I didn't see the call from the ref, so yeah, that's why Cole Unger is off. Interference and a minute 45 left in this power play for the Bombers. Hopefully they can get something going here with this power play. That's been #1 in the league for so long. And now Carter Anderson making his way up the ice. Drops it off to Silvestri. Silvestri puts it all the way around, back behind James Venn. And a huge long dump there to kill some time for the power play. As Houle goes back to Harmon Laser-Hume, he's going to hop on top of that one. Houle up to Vockler. Vockler looking for the man in front. Great defense there by Olofsson. Sends that one all the way back up to the point, and Anderson's there to retrieve it. Houle over to Vockler. Left circle across Silvestri. Fans on it. Great defense there by the Mustangs. 1 minute left now in this power play. 9:54 left in the game. Pass up there to Anderson, then to Vockler. Vockler has the defenders to beat. Right side pass, quick shot there. That gets it disrupted and goes way up into the net. And we'll get another face-off here, folks. 9:43 left in this game. And as we mentioned, Flin Flon Bombers power play been exceptional so far this year. And today, 2 of 4 so far this game. And the Melfort Mustangs on the power play. Only one power play so far, and they have 2 goals due to the 5-minute major. So don't see that too often where a team gets 2 goals on a power play. I know the faceoff goes to the Bombers. They take a quick shot, that gets denied. They wrap that one all the way around. Egan's able to keep it in. Great hustle by him. And now the Mustangs. Oh, Ashton Paul almost able to grab that one. Stretch pass there intended for Shepard. He's not there though. 26 seconds left in the power play. Can the Bombers get one more rush in? Stretch pass goes to McNutt. McNutt wasn't ready for it. Was behind him. Now Shepard puts on the moves, tries to wrap around, tries to snug it in there. Just not good enough. Now the Bombers going the other way. Stretch pass to Paul. Now Bridger. Bridger, quick shot, goes over. Great opportunity there and just a little wide. 9 minutes left in this game, and that does it for the power play for the Flin Flon Bombers. We're back to 5-on-5 action. And that's McNutt. McNutt stretch pass there to Senft on the left side. Senft bobbles it a little bit, and now Olofsson of the Mustangs behind his own net, getting covered by the other Olofsson. Stretch pass there, that's Belton. Already has one today, fans on the shot, and another quick one on the rebound. Almost goes 5-hole. Great opportunity there for the Melfort Mustangs. Shots on goal, 50-24 right now for the Flin Flon Bombers. Sorry, 50-25, they just changed it. And wow, the Flin Flon Bombers doubling the shots here, the Melfort Mustangs. But still only up by 1, and that does it for that's going to be our media timeout, so both teams will go to the bench, get a little bit of a break. That'll give us some time here to talk about what's been going on in this game. And as we've mentioned so many times before, Bombers were up 3-0 midway through the second period after a goal from Justin Lees on the power play. And it looked very promising that the Bombers really had the game in their hand. And as I said before, bad major penalty by Riley Niven. And then that resulted in 2 huge goals, back-to-back goals for Logan Belton and Chase Friedmore to make this a 1-goal game. And all the games so far between these 2 teams this year have been 1 goal. So hopefully the Flin Flon Bombers can, finally take their number and make it a little bit of a difference. Looking back at these 2 teams over the past few years, last year when these 2 teams played each other, they actually split their 6-game series. They played each other 6 times last year. Bombers won 3, Melfort won 3. And looking at these teams over the past 5 years, the Melfort Mustangs really been taking it to the Bombers. 15-7-2, the Melfort Mustangs over the Bombers the past 5 years. But this year's a little different. The Flin Flon Bombers, the #1 team in the SJHL, #1 team ranked in the entire CJHL. 21-2-0, 42 points. really been a great team and one of the best teams in the country, and they want to maintain that position today against this Melfort Mustangs team. Melfort Mustangs, though, definitely a really good team, second in the Sherwood division. Started off, I think, the first 9-10 games without a loss here in the SJHL. Had a little bit of a slump midway through the first part of the season, and now regaining momentum. Olofsson from the high slot. Puts a shot on there, and that goes all the way back around. And that's Coyle. He has it in the corner to Hutchinson. Hutchinson loses it. Now Lepper has it. Lepper fighting for it in the corner with Hutchinson. And finally come away with it. Here's the Mustangs, and they send that one all the way back to their own zone, back into the hands of James Venn. James Venn been a big reason why this Bombers team why this Mustangs team been able to stay in this game today. And now Friedmore. Friedmore, quick wrister. Oh, behind Harmon Laser-Hume, he doesn't see it, and a great hustle play there by the Bombers to knock that one out. And Olofsson tried to dump that one off the side, but he almost gave the puck right to his coach's head, so luckily the coach is paying attention, but right into the bench just past his coach's ear. 7:40 left in this third period. Shots on goal still 50-25, and Melfort Mustangs have really picked up their offense as of recently in this game. Really only had 7 or 8 shots the first half of this game, and now really starting to pick things up here. And without their leading scorer, Ryan Duguay, who only sits 2 points behind the league's leading scorer, Justin Lees, the Flin Flon Bombers. So missing one of their big players today, but still hasn't made too much of a difference as they're only down 1 goal. Now Anderson on the attack. Down by the goal line, puts on a quick shot, that goes wide. Anderson again behind the net. Getting roughed up by the Mustangs, but somehow comes away with it. Anderson, backhand pass, up to Chow, from the point, rips one, isn't there. Into traffic, they're fighting for it in front. James Venn sees it, covers it up, and a great awareness play there by James Venn, who's been so great so far this season. Looking at some of the stats of these goalies, as we mentioned, 2 of the best goalies in the league. Harmon Laser-Hume, 17 games played, 14 wins. James Venn, 22 games played, also 14 wins. They lead the league right now in wins, so whoever wins this game today will be the league leader for goalies in wins. Harmon Laser-Hume currently sitting with a 2.12 goals against average and 926 save percentage. And that faceoff goes to the Bombers as they're desperately trying to get another goal here to seal the deal. Fighting along the boards with it. Is the ref going to blow this one? Finally gets poked away. And that's going to be Senfus fighting for it, and now it's back tied up along the boards. Another Silvestri in there with Unger. And Silvestri comes away with it. Quick shot there. He fans on it. That was Aiden Chow. Now going back the other way is the Mustangs. That's Binner. Binner to Day. Day can't get on top of it. And now Vockler sends that up to Silvestri. Silvestri can't get there. And now the Melfort Mustangs, that's Unger behind his own net. Unger up to Binner. Binner loses it, but goes up to Shepard and then back to Binner. Binner makes his way through center ice, puts on a couple moves, beats a few man. High slot, puts on a shot and can't get it through, but good opportunity there for Binner. Day hits that up from behind his own net, sends it. Now on the chase is Matt Egan. He's all by himself against James Venn. Tries to put one on and saved and stopped. They don't know where the puck is. And finally it went into the corner. Great job there by Matt Egan to hustle play that one, but still no goal. 3-2 the Bombers lead still with 5:55 left in this game. Harmon Laser-Hume's going to cover that one up. Will get another face-off. And looked like Matt Egan really had a chance there to put that one home, but very unfortunately there was it wasn't sliding across the ice, it was rolling along the ice, so it was definitely picking up more speed than he intended. If it was sliding, I'm 100% sure he would have been able to grab that one and put on a move or two. And Bourgeois behind his own net. Tries to send that one out into Olofsson and flash into leathers. Harmon Laser-Hume has that nice shot from the point from Olofsson. As I mentioned, Harmon Laser-Hume been great so far. Just mentioned his stats. James Venn, 2.81 goals against average, .903 save percentage. So James Venn also played in 5 more games than Harmon Laser-Hume. So like I've mentioned many times before, the 2 of the top goalies in this league right now going head-to-head against each other. And the face-off goes to the Melfort Mustangs, but the Bombers come away with it. Looking for the stretch pass. Oh, great job by Belton to get his hand in there and put that one down. And now McNutt Sends that one over to Lepper. Lepper taking his time, back to McNutt. McNutt sends a pass, goes off on the sticks of the Mustangs, but works out well as Olofsson's able to hop on top. Now going back behind the net is Bridger. Bridger gives a hit. Olofsson's chasing the puck. And now Hutchinson's going the other way. Hutchinson up to Belton. Belton loses it. Now Bridger. Mueller dumps that one down into the corner. And he can't get there in time, so it's going to be Thornton. But Mueller's still on his tail, and now he ties that one up. And now the Melfort Mustangs trying to make a rush of their own here. Hutchinson down the right side. And pass in front. Hutchinson at the right circle, goes down to the corner, cuts back, does a little spinorama, and he loses the puck. Lepper's going to try and get there, but he can't. Now Thornton from the right side point sends that one across on the left. Quick shot there. Rister through traffic. Laserhume tracks it and says not today. Now Egan flicks that one up along the benches. On the chase. 4:30 left in this third period. Big hit there on Brock Mueller. Big hit from behind, and going to be a delayed penalty here. And a quick wrister. Now Egan on it. Rips that one quick, and he gets hit hard too. And the Bombers, now Anderson, still have it here with the delayed penalty. Could be a great opportunity for them to do something good. And finally, the Melfort Mustangs hop on top. 4:09 left in this third period. And a huge power play here for the Flin Flon Bombers to try and seal the deal. The #1 power play in the league. Can they do it here? Noah Houle, Justin Lees, Carter Anderson, Jacob Vockler, and Alexi Silvestri, the powerhouse power play line of this Flin Flon Bombers team. Let's see if they can get it done. 53-29 are the shots. And goals so far today from the Flin Flon Bombers: Carter Anderson, Cohen Senft, and Justin Lees. Logan Belton and Chase Friedmore, the only two for the Melfort Mustangs. Let's see if we will see any more tonight. Face off here in the Mustang zone. Vockler comes away with it in front. Silvestri bobbles it at the point. Houle back over to the left side. That's Vockler. Vockler now at the left circle. Behind the net in front has a chance. Silvestri pass from Justin Lees. Good idea. And then Silvestri finds himself facing the wrong way behind the net, but goes back out to Anderson. Anderson goes off a stick, but pass still makes its way to Vockler. Vockler fans on it, but Noah Houle able to get there. 1:35 left in this power play for the Flin Flon Bombers. And now Vockler down the left side. Vockler dumps that one in, and looks like Anderson's going to get it. Anderson to Houle. Houle puts on a quick shot, looking for the rebound. Oh, almost bounces in past James Venn. But he got lucky, and Houle, one of the top scoring defensemen in the league, does a great job to not let that one get past him. Houle tries to cut back and ends up taking a tumble. No worries though. Justin Lees is there to recover. Coming up the ice, he's picking up speed. The leading scorer in the entire league, Justin Lees, the former Saskatoon Blade, played against Connor Bedard last season in the playoffs. And now Harmon Laserhume drops that one off. 50 seconds left in this power play. Let's see what they can do. Ashton Paul slowly making his way, looking for the rush here. Back to McNutt. McNutt to Paul. Paul cuts down the left side. Puck protects it, cuts back up. Looking for the man up top. That's Matt Egan. Egan back to Paul. Ends up going to Bridger. Paul still tying with it in the corner. Now two Mustangs on him. Back in front, Tanchuk. Tanchuk puts on a quick shot. That goes off someone's stick and gets redirected. Now Olofsson, Leif Olofsson of the Melfort Mustangs tries to send it out. And 12 seconds left in this power play. Maybe one more rush here for the Flin Flon Bombers. If not, great job on the penalty kill here for the Melfort Mustangs. And now McNutt beats a man, makes a guy lose a stick. Ashton Paul, drop pass. Liam Bridger puts on a shot, great opportunity. That goes off the blocker of James Venn. And now Belton down the right side. Belton to Coyle. High slot. Oh, Belton was there on the cut. Little back door, but just couldn't get the stick on it. And now back in the corner is Coyle. Coyle to McNutt. McNutt sends that one back up right into the face of Coyle. And now the Melfort Mustangs still have it on the attack. Thornton, right circle, had the opportunity there. There was an opening, but just went wide left. And now behind, Harmon Laserhume, the Melfort Mustangs. That's Hutchinson. Hutchinson up to Thornton. Thornton back across. Big hit there. on the rebound right side. A minute 23 left. The Melfort Mustangs taking their time, and this is where the Flin Flon Bombers have found their problems this season. In the zone defense, in front, they try and get it out right into the skate of Coyle. Coyle and all the Bombers and some Mustangs all tied up there, and the refs are finally going to blow that one down. 1:03 left in this period, folks. 54-30 are the shots on goal. Let's see what the Flin Flon Bombers can do, leading the game 3-2. Melfort Mustangs having a great showing after being down 3-0, never gave up, and were able to get some very serious power play goals to make the deficit a 1-goal game. And now there's going to be a timeout here. As I've mentioned, I think that both teams have been playing pretty well today, but I think the Flin Flon Bombers have had a little bit of the edge tonight. But I said, you know what? What's been very common throughout this entire game and throughout most of the season is the Flin Flon Bombers find themselves up a couple goals, and they seem to get a little flat-footed, or when they come out of the gate, like I said, when they played that Yorkton Terriers this past Friday, found themselves down 3-0 at the end of the first period. At the end of the first half of the first period. Obviously able to come back, win the game 4-3, but this Flin Flon Bombers team definitely can deal with some diversity in being down, but let's see how they do against this Melfort Mustangs team. They're not down now, but Melfort Mustangs, 2 unanswered goals very quickly, back-to-back. Let's see what's going to happen here. Face-off here in the Bomber zone. And face-off goes to the Bombers.
We are now entering the New Edge Auto. Last minute of play.
Last minute of play. And that's Belton, puts on a quick shot, who almost through the traffic there. Behind the net, the Mustangs. In the neutral zone. Oh, all by himself, Justin Lees, empty net goal off the post. Had the chance, oh, Justin Lees gets robbed by the post. 36 seconds left to go. Stretch pass there. Belton gets that one picked away from McNutt. And back to the neutral zone, now Lees again. Can he do it this time? Puts it home, and he scores to seal the deal. 4-2, Bombers lead over the Melfort Mustangs. 18 seconds left to go in the game. And finally, Justin Lees with the second goal of the game. That is going to be 8 games in a row for Justin Lees to get a goal. And how spectacular has he been this season? Coming from the Saskatoon Blades. Great playoff run last year to now playing for the Flin Flon Bombers, being the leading scorer in this league. And he has done such a great job. 4-2 is the score, 17 seconds left. And the Flin Flon Bombers are just going to skate this one out. 7 seconds left to go. Egan at center ice dumps that one down. And that does it, folks. The Flin Flon Bombers beat the Melfort Mustangs 4-2. There goes out the Moose Leg and Harmon Laser-Hume and James Venn, both with the amazing performances today. But the Flin Flon Bombers able to take this one home, and what a fantastic game it was indeed. But huge credit to the Melfort Mustangs, really put on a show and really looked like they had the chance to get back after being down 3-0, but answer back quickly with 2 power play goals within 58 seconds. We'll do a quick scoring summary here, folks. So looking at the first period, the only goal in that first period was none other than Carter Anderson, the man out of Thompson, Manitoba. The northern boy on the power play gets the goal, assisted by Alexi Silvestri to put the Bombers up 1-0. Then going into the second period, Cohen Seth at the 3:43 mark, assisted by Luke Lepper and Matt Egan to make it a 2-0 game for the Bombers. And then Justin Lees at the 10:48 mark on the power play makes it 3-0 at the 10:48 mark in the second. Now, most people at this point in the game were like, oh boy, looks like the Flin Flon Bombers are going to take over, and they were up about 20 shots, 2 in the game. But this Melfort Mustang team, they're second in the Sherwood division for a reason. They've been one of the toughest teams the past 5 years for the Flin Flon Bombers for this reason exactly. Down 3-0, missing their leading scorer, and also Zach Summers, another leading scorer on their team. But does not matter, able to put home 2 power play goals. Logan Belton gets 1, Chase Freedmore gets the other to make it a 3-2 game, and then going into the third period, lots of great opportunities for both teams, and you just saw there, Justin Lees gets a 4-2 over the Melfort Mustangs. Hope everyone enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Always a great time here from the Whitney Forum and the SJHL #1 team, CJHL Flin Flon Bombers against the Melfort Mustangs. It was a great one tonight, folks. 4-2 the final score here at the Whitney Forum in Flin Flon. I'm Austin Mattis, who brought you the call of all the action tonight. Signing off, that was SJHL Hockey here on Flow TV.